Alright, time for a little ranked 1v1 match in Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. We're going to be going with the Space Marines, little Blood Angels action. Let's take a look at our skills and our fleet here. So, we have Sanguinius' Hair Salon. Let's take a look at this fleet. We're going with two Mach 2 strike cruisers here. I'm sorry, 3. And then 3 hunters, as well as a Mach 1 battle barge. So let me quickly explain why I went with a battle barge rather than just more Mach 2 cruisers. The big kind of meta right now is to pretty much just fill your whole army with Strike 2 cruisers, use a lot of boarding torpedoes, and bam, you're pretty much good. The nice thing about Space Marines is that their main like kind of crux, their big thing, is boarding torpedoes, or is just boarding in general. So you can use the boarding action here, then a boarding torpedo, and honor the chapter, and just triple up on your boarding. That's like the big way to play Space Marines. Now, you can do that with your strike cruisers and have a pretty fast, pretty mobile force. But I go with a battle barge here because I want access to a bay, so I get access to some Stormhawk interceptor squadrons to help shoot down enemy ships, or these little guys to help get inside of drifting hulks that are getting away, or these to knock down things with shields. I pretty much use these the most, just kind of use them to counter any kind of heavy fighter play. But in addition to it, they've got boarding torpedoes, they can do boarding actions, and they can do honor the chapter. In addition to that, they have a lot of really, really good weapons here. The bombardment cannon turret is pretty far-reaching and does a lot of damage. In addition to that, they have a heavy macro battery weapons. So even if I'm able to play a mirror match, as long as I can outmaneuver an all-strike cruiser fleet, I can actually win because the battle barge will do so much damage to those strike cruisers. And we've gone with some hunters here because the hunters also have boarding torpedoes and honor the chapter. So you're really like double tripling up on all that action. Now let's take a look at our quick skills here. We've got micro warp jump, which will allow our battle barge to jump to any location on the map that another ship is already occupying. It goes into their scan range. So it's very, very helpful. In addition to that, we have the Emperor's Tarot, which allows me to reveal and mark a target that I see on the map. Huge bonus. It does it for 90 seconds, so I can basically do it and then launch all my boarding torpedoes towards it. So they might get shot down, but it's kind of like a really early engagement cheese. Now, since I am kind of stacking up on the engagement or boarding actions here, we went with 2 boarding specific upgrades. The First Company Terminators, which gives me a 45% increase to the critical assault chance of my lightning strikes, and the Selexis Assassin, which gives my lightning strikes a 500 morale hit. So if I'm fighting against Eldar, Dark Eldar, Chaos, Orcs, it does such a sweeping amount of damage to their morale that you might actually have a chance to completely tank their morale and it cause a mutiny right off the go. So it's a really great action to get it up close and personal with that booty. So let's go ahead and launch this here. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video, and we'll come back as soon as we've jumped into our game. All right, we're back in it. Looks like we're doing a little chaos action. What a great match. Space Marines versus Chaos. Now, the big difference here between Space Marines and Chaos is that Space Marines are meant to get up close and personal, do those boarding actions, slam into your face. Now, Chaos has a lot of really great ways to play depending on what what's that thing called? God you want to, I guess, dedicate your army to. If you want to be the Death Guard, do you want to be the World Eaters, do you want to be Thousand Sons, do you want to be Slaneshi Emperor's Children? Now, those things do kind of determine certain things. That's the nice thing about Chaos is every single faction has their own, well, at least the 4 major ones have their own kind of special rules. Now, our special skills. Space Marines do not get that. Chapters don't get anything special. Let's go ahead and put everyone in now, the brace for impact's really good if they launch any early game fighters, which we're probably not going to see. But let's go ahead with reload. It's important to make sure you hit your stances before the game starts. We've got our 3 scout ships in running silent, so they can stealth up to any points. We're going to go ahead and take this front one, go for this. And really, the big thing here is that we're going to want to get up close and personal. Chaos has a lot of really great broadside abilities and abilities that can really just fuck you up at range. So gotta get up in that ass. And we don't really, we're on it. Basically what we'll do is, so I can see this, right? So whenever I want, I can press this button and click on that, and it'll reveal him permanently for me. And then I can target all my boarding torpedoes at the same time. So it is a risky maneuver, but it is one I could do nonetheless. What we're going to do is take this. As soon as we do, we're going to move this guy over to this little cloud and then jump to these clouds into that. Give us purpose, battle brother. Please, shake my hand. Pull my finger, battle brother. It would appear I farted, battle brother. I shut the grid off here. It makes the game look a lot cleaner, a lot cooler. You can, dude, look at that planet. You can see that just massive planet here. This game is so cinematic. I love it so much. Ugh. Okay, so we got this. Let's start trudging up here. Get this guy over here. This bro, those bros are heading for that. All right, so we're already starting to see some of these come into range. This might be a bigger ship. The size of these dictates what they are. We're actually going to do this. Aha! So let's just go ahead and have some fun. Boarding torpedoes. Boop, 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 boop. Launched. And don't forget the boarding torpedoes off these guys. Boarding torpedoes launched. Boarding torpedoes launched. It's super cheesy, but I want to give you guys an idea of how this works. So, all right, so we see those coming in here hot and heavy. We're going to deploy those as soon as they get in range. Whole fleet of torpedoes heading that way towards this. Okay, there it is. Boop. Get this that way. Get you onto brace for impact. That'll help with our defense turrets against that. Those are going to help there as well. Space Marines are really all about positioning. These are the AA turrets that we're using. So if you see those numbers go down, it's just because we're being swarmed by ships. That's to be expected. These things will take damage from these ships as they kind of come in. I mean, this isn't going to clinch it for us, but it's going to be a fun little kind of pre-initial action. All right, so let's get up close and personal. We're going to press Q to fly our ships in there faster. We're going to go ahead and stop you. Get you up the line. Going up. All right. We stand ready. Enemy in sight. All right. Now, we're going to take a lot of damage here. As you can see, we're really getting pounded. Hold course. It will be destroyed. We're going to go for that flagship first. Trying to get in range here. It's getting pretty dicey. Boarding torpedoes away. Boop, 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 boop. Sometimes this thing gets a little funky. Those boarding torpedoes, but we're getting them launched out there. That is impossible. That is impossible, battle brother. I am listening. All right, going in for that. All right, so they've got 4 troops left on this. It is almost out of commission. That is impossible. Enemy in sight. Underway. Ooh, good play, bro. So we'll get that out of there. Boop. So this will actually... Oh, I can't jump? There we go. Get right in range of that guy. Engines engaged. I am listening. That is impossible. Not letting me deep strike. I am listening. Show us the enemy. We're gonna push these guys to here. Moving to position. Show us the enemy. Enemy in sight. Bracing for impact across the board here. All right, let's get up close and personal and start doing some boarding. We've been doing a lot of chasing this time. Not very good of us. At your command. Boarding successful. So he's doing a really good job of staying out of my range, which is great. Full speed. I am listening. To where we are needed.
25% of strategic points.
I am listening. That is impossible. We stand ready.
All right, nice. Coming abreast of it. Boarding action in there. Honor the chapter. Getting that in there. Boarding actions themselves do more troop damage than the lightning strikes. Boarding action there. Okay, honor the chapter. Did not mean to do that. All right, we got to get out of there. That's a drifting Hulk. Stasis bomb over here. Get this thing back in the fight. Get those guys over there. That happens. Nice. Way to walk through that. Good on me. Alright, so let's get them out of this fight. This guy's probably going to get knocked out a little too hard, hot and heavy. Let's get these bros angled down towards this. And we'll boarding torpedoes on this action. There and there. Let's just get them hot and heavy and in there. If we can get in there, we can do some honor of the chapter. That'll be good on us.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points.
There it is. Deck damaged.
The strategic area.
Alright, so they got a little last minute reserve in there.
Where shall we strike? To where we are needed.
Alright. Getting some repairs going here. Let's do that. Pair it up. Try and get some stuff in here. Get these guys out of here. Have them go for that.
Show us the enemy.
Are going to put this just right here. Alright.
I am listening. Engines engaged.
Man. Fortunately, that is going to hit us dead on.
All power to engine.
Ah!
Give us purpose. At your command. We stand ready.
Drifting Hulk. There it is. Getting that flagship.
Show us the enemy.
Now, remember what I was saying here. He's just kind of limping away with that flagship. That's okay. Try and just line up a torpedo shot here. And boop.
Where shall we
Lining up that. No torpedoes there.
At your command. Repositioning.
Unfortunately, the engines are blowing on this bad boy, so it's going to be pretty hard to kind of...
Engines engaged. We stand ready.
Fire on board. Can't really do any of that on the... Oh, there we can on there. Woo.
Teleport strike.
Let's bring him back.
Full speed. I am listening.
Honor the chapter right in this back. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
New vector acknowledged.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Hold course. Show us the enemy.
Fortunately, that one little ship got away. So what we really need to do here is get some honor the chapters in. We can do this one right there. Drifting Hulk. Oh, just out of range.
Moving to position. Where shall we strike?
Get you guys together in group 2. Get you guys both on this.
Where we are needed. Show us the enemy.
Drifting Hulk. There it is.
At your command.
Now this... Bet you didn't expect this shit coming in. We're waiting for you to do that, so we got you guys in range for your honor of the chapter. Oh, hi, guys!
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment.
Alright.
Where we are needed.
Oh, it's too far away.
We stand ready. At your command.
The enemy has accumulated.
Launching those torpedoes out. They might not... Yeah, they didn't get off in time. Alright.
Hold
On the chapter, brother.
Where shall we strike?
Ah, just lost it right as we got it off.
Underway.
Get these torpedoes out right now.
We stand
Get this
ready.
thing just kind of shooting. I mean, the kind of nice thing here is that we just got to get this thing out of commission fast.
Engines engaged.
3, 2, 1. On the chapter for me, brother. Drift the Hulk.
Strike.
Although that's not, I mean, that doesn't mean anything. Okay, so he's scuttled the ship. We're not going to be able to get out of there with our big boy. That's going to do a shit ton of damage to us.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
Mutinies, mutinies.
I am listening.
Oh!
Give us purpose.
Give us purpose, brother.
To where we are needed.
Mind the heretic. He does not pay his taxes and will be known for tax evasion.
That is impossible.
Alright, mutinies there. We're in good shape if we just, these ships are on fire.
Give us
There's fire on the ship.
tech
Right,
marines.
fire taken care of.
Clean spirits.
Both our engines are really fucked up. Our macro batteries are going to do a number on this thing on its own. We're just going to get here, take that, and hang out. Mutiny, mutiny, mutiny. He's going to take this from us. That's okay.
I am listening.
Yeah, just no, good idea. Really just charge right through that asteroid field.
We stand ready. Standard speed engaged. Standard
Okay.
speed engaged.
I mean, we're really down to the wire here.
Strike. To where we are needed.
Oh no!
Repositioning.
Trying to just kind of screen this one out with our big boy.
I am listening. Show us the enemy.
No, so you guys should know, when you use these boarding torpedoes,
You
make
have
sure
seized
you
a strategic area.
you aim them properly.
You have seized a strategic area. The enemy has accumulated 75% of strategic points.
Engines engaged.
Alright, let's get these guys, just get fires on myself. Just do damage to the hulls, just screw it.
Thunderhawk bombardment.
I can't jump to him or else this would be like, God, if I could do that, that'd be fucking primo.
We stand ready.
I mean, so the nice thing here is when we blow these ships up, it gives me, see, like, boom, it gives me a huge amount of points
You are
there.
close to victory by strategic points.
Right.
I am
And I mean, these boarding torpedoes, they're long shots, but I'm just doing whatever I can to get stuff in here.
moving to position.
My shields are taking damage, brother.
Our wrath cannot be denied.
So see these torpedoes kind of coming in. Now, if he gets close to me... come back. I love you. No. Okay, let's try and get some torpedoes action onto him. It's just the only thing we can do.
I am listening.
Dude, we're just keep fucking it up here.
Underway.
Alright, so let's do this.
Shall we strike? At your command. All power to engines.
He's going up for this, thinking it's a good idea, and I'm baiting him into it, which is fine.
Give us
Because what we're going to do is we're going to jump to that location.
standard speed engaged.
Brother? Brother. Brother! Board him, brother.
We stand ready.
So that red line, when you look at torpedoes, that's basically means that nothing's going to happen to that distance, so I have to do that.
Underway.
But I wanted to prevent this from being taken. Okay, so let's... Deck damaged. Oh, God. There it is. Whoo! Just kind of squeeze that one out there. Look how beat to shit our fucking battle barge is. Oh, man. God, this game is so fucking fun. I have so much fun playing this game. So, really, like I was saying, our ship can really take a huge beating, and it can dole out a ton of damage. So that's the nice thing here about when you play with a battle barge versus not playing with one and just going with all strike cruisers. The strike cruisers are very fast and they can do a lot of damage, and there's a little bit of issues with me microing them right now as I kind of get attuned to the game. But the battle barge really, it's a really great beat stick, man. It can stay in there with that little the warp capability, the short term jump or whatever the hell. You can keep that thing in the fight even when people think it's super out of it. That's the nice thing, is if you use it in the beginning, you'll probably have it by the time the engagement gets to the point of like tipping. So you can have that battleship, which is now going to be so far behind your strike cruisers, jump up, slam right in the middle of things like we just did there, and have all of its broadside batteries going off. Those macro batteries do a ton of damage, and at that point I can use any kind of lightning strike action, because remember, our lightning strikes with the first company and with the Slexus Assassin, you saw those mutinies go from like, he had 4 ships, and we hulked his flagship. We got 2 mutinies almost immediately because we lightning striked on one of them. So you can see how the morale is a really cool thing that you can really abuse in this game. And the whole revealing and using boarding torpedoes is really just a means to get some initial damage in. You saw that by the time our actual fleets made contact, his flagship only had about 5 troops left in it. So it does cause for some cheese, and you do have to be a little wary of it, because any good player can just go, oh, okay, I'll go stick my shit right over here into this cloud, and you're gonna have to come into like basically into a whole world of hurt. Or if he's got fighters, or if he braces for impact, there's a lot of ways to kind of counter it. You just kind of have to know them. So if you are playing against a Space Marine and you do notice a bunch of boarding torpedoes coming your way, press brace for impact, use some ships, do whatever you can to knock those torpedoes out of the air as fast as possible. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video here today. Usually it's me and Turin doing these alongside each other, but I wanted to give you guys a one-on-one here. But as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a good one, and take care.